Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. Welcome to a quick but very important video because there is a new best damp strategy in damp Pokemon to use within PokeMMO. Specifically, other damp strategies that even I myself was recommending in the past do not work at certain newer spots that we are not as used to within PokeMMO. More high-level spots like the Larvitar shiny hunting spot, one of the most popular Lepus hunting spots in all of PokeMMO. If you bring a damp Parasect to this location, you will lose a shiny Larvitar, almost guaranteed. Even if you bring multiple damp Pokemon, it may not be enough, which is why you have to use this new improved Golduck strategy that I will show you guys today in live time. Now, first things first, a huge thank you to Zenarchy, who originally brought this to my attention, as well as Mist, who reminded me, as well as this player over on the PokeMMO forums who lost a shiny Pokemon with a damp Kingdra in their party, but it just got killed by the other Gravelers because they are level 66. So due to this one player's sacrifice, hopefully we will be able to save some other players' future shinies from now on. So a huge shout out and salutes over to Vakirasil. Now, traditionally, I love recommending Damp Parasect because it is a good Pokemon and it's still worth having a Damp Parasect. A Damp Parasect will keep you safe at a lot of shiny hunting locations. And then other than that, I also recommend Damp Quagsire because Quagsire is super tanky. The problem with Parasect is that he's just not as tanky as you would expect, and given his typing, he is so weak to so many different attacks. Now, even Quagsire or a tanky Kingdra is not enough sometimes. Speaking of Zenarchy, there he is logging in. What good timing. I was shown this strategy, this new strategy with a specific Golduck. You want a plus speed nature ideally, but it is not required. Here's a Graveler Horde, which is exactly what we're looking for to show off this new strategy. You want to speed EV train it if possible, and you want 25 plus speed if possible, but realistically, all you really need is a level 100 Golduck or a high level Golduck with skill swap ability, move, and then the damp ability. A choice scarf is also going to make it helpful. The nice thing about this is we're going to go ahead and assume that this Graveler in the middle over here, this level 67 one, let's say that this is the shiny for the sake of this example. I can go ahead and skill swap it, put the damp ability on that Graveler, and now no other Gravelers in the fight can use Explosion for the rest of the fight. See? You already see it working. Perfect timing for this little video. Awesome. If I were to have my Parasect out and it were to die, get chipped down. I'm actually gonna bring my Parasect in after this and show you guys just how quickly this Pokemon gets chipped down and destroyed against these higher level Pokemon. We are just not used to this. Mount Silver's only been in the game for about 2 years or so at this point, which is a short time frame in terms of an MMO. Obviously a long time frame in certain ways, but in terms of perspective, I think it's honestly a short time frame. And the Graveler spot, the Graveler has only been here for a little bit. It used to be a lot of, I believe, Onyx and Larvitar, but they changed it to also weave in Gravelers into this rotation. So this spot just hasn't really been explored as much as we would think. And finally, I think a lot of high-level players know this, but the average player, I would bet you, does not know about this Golduck strategy. I had heard murmurs, but it wasn't really only until recently where I really saw the reason why it was so required, and that is the exact reason. You saw my Parasect die there incredibly quickly. It didn't even take a full turn's rotation, and now it's dead. If I only had this damp Parasect or Quagsire or Kingdra or whatever other damp Pokemon, the shiny could now explode. The shiny could now use Explosion and kill itself, and that's a massive problem. But when you skill swap the damp onto the shiny, it has it for the rest of the fight. Even if your damp Pokemon dies, it's okay. Now I can go ahead and bring in something like my my catching Breloom, or my catching or any other Pokemon, my Golduck, my Zapdos, whatever else I want to bring in, and I can clear this horde and safely catch the shiny Graveler, which might still take a while here, but now it becomes possible, whereas before it was impossible without that skill swap damp. Quick little tip is that Golduck is actually fantastic at this spot. If you happen to have a shiny Pokemon version of it, I can go ahead and Drain Punch all the other Gravelers, keep my HP high, and then their double edges don't actually hit me for any damage, and their Stone Edges and Rock Blast may chip me down for a little bit, but I'm going to be able to heal up. Even with a crit, that was only 20%, right? I'm going to be able to heal up with my Drain Punch just like this. So I'm showing you guys, what it would look like. Imagining this Graveler is shiny. I will see you guys with this theoretical catch. And this should be our pretend shiny Graveler being caught. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe for daily Pokemon videos just like this one. Lots of tips and tricks, guides, stream recap, whatever the community wants to discuss. As usual, we talk about here on this channel. I hope you guys just found it helpful. That is what's most important to me. And more importantly, have a great day and good luck on safely catching your shiny Pokemon and your shiny odds out there, fellas. But for now, peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.